with the next Nintendo Direct right around the corner, like literally within the next couple of days, let's talk about what we are most likely going to see and some predictions. So right now, guys, let me know all of your predictions for this next Nintendo Direct. Let me know the things you think will 100% be announced, and let me know the things that you just would absolutely love to see, like your insane theories, your insane wish list items. I want to hear it all. So about this Direct, first of all, we know that it should be happening June 9th, which is a Tuesday. Like, it is most likely going to happen then, and we should be getting an official announcement very soon from Nintendo themselves. I would say probably the day before. That's usually when they do actually announce these things. But honestly, with Nintendo recently, who knows? They may not even announce it and just straight up go live. We do have a source saying that apparently some of the announcements are really going to like flip everything upside down, which is a good thing. That means like these announcements could actually break the internet with some real surprises, because we have had a leaked list, which I won't show you guys the leaked list in this video because I feel like I've talked about that enough recently. This video is quite literally most likely announcements slash predictions. And right before we hop into it, I'd greatly appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. Help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers. We're getting so close, guys. Let's see if we can hit our sub goal of 15 subs during this video. Let's get right into it. I'm just gonna start it off with probably the most basic answer is 3D Mario. We haven't had a 3D Mario game in a very long time, since Mario Odyssey. I think we're due. I think we are definitely due for a 3D Mario game. I think the Switch 2 has sold enough consoles at this point to justify a 3D Mario, which they've definitely been working on. Without a doubt, they have something in the works with 3D Mario game. I just don't know if they're going to announce it now, maybe next year, but my theory is they're going to announce it during this Presents and then actually release it next year. I think it's going to be like the summer game, could even be the holiday game of 2027, but I think they will announce it here. And if they don't announce it, then I honestly think they will for the next Direct that usually is in like September-ish. I know I personally have been wanting a 3D Mario game, at least a new 3D Mario game to play recently, and I'm sure many of you guys are feeling the exact same way. Mario Odyssey was great. So you already know the next 3D Mario game is going to be huge. It's going to be a great game. I really think they're going to put so much work and effort. And let me say this, I'm excited for the future of these Nintendo games because Nintendo themselves have promised us that they are going to deliver. They have said that they want these games to be good and worth our time and money because of the fact that, first of all, the Switch 2 has gone up in price and they don't necessarily want to charge that much for the Switch 2, but with the current conditions of just like everything in the world, it's kind of hard for them to not raise it a bit, but hopefully these games are going to be worth it. Next up, Ocarina of Time. I do think that all the rumors and the leaks are accurate about an Ocarina of Time remake. What I have heard is that it's going to be completely rebuilt. So like, it's not just going to be kind of like a upscaled port type of situation. Like, it's going to be a completely rebuilt game, but with the story of Ocarina of Time with additional content. Like, I'm sure they're going to add additional stuff, you know, extra levels, extra areas, maybe new characters. I don't know if they would go that far, but definitely additional content will be in the game. I think this will be the holiday game for this year. I think this is going to be released maybe before November or in December, because of the fact that so many gaming companies are quite literally avoiding November right now because of GTA 6. I know that sounds insane, and I was on the side of like, that makes no sense, but dude, we have seen time and time again of these companies like delaying games or just having their releases before November or after November. So I would say this game makes sense for November, but I could see it maybe dropping in October of this year. I think it's perfect though. It's the 40th anniversary of Zelda, so Ocarina of Time getting a full-on remake, modern day graphics. I don't know personally how the game is specifically going to look or it's going to act and perform. Like, I don't think it's going to look like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like it's going to still kind of reflect the original graphics just in a modern way, if that makes any sense. And with the Switch 2 Ocarina of Time remake, I think we're going to get an exclusive console for this as well, because we've had many rumors about this. We even had one really reputable source that has come out to say that an exclusive Zelda console for Ocarina of Time is going to drop for the Switch 2. I think that'd be great, and there are rumors of it maybe even being a bundled game, which would be even better low-key. I just know that this would be a console seller. This would get many people hyped. I always wanted a special edition Switch or Switch OLED, but I could never afford it, and I just didn't really want to sell my OG Switch just to replace it with another one. But with the Switch 2, if there's ever an exclusive console that I absolutely love with it, like maybe some sort of Pokemon, Splatoon, or maybe if the Zelda Ocarina of Time one looks good enough, I may actually consider selling my Switch 2 and buying the new one. But let me know, what franchise would you want a special edition Switch 2 for? I myself am just waiting for the Winds and Waves version because I'm sure they're going to drop one for Pokemon Winds and Waves. I think that just makes sense. One of my crazy predictions is an F-Zero game. I've mentioned this a couple times recently. I feel like if this is going to be one of those Nintendo Directs that really like changes the course of the Switch 2, the price is going up, which means sales are going to start going down for them is happening right now in Japan, I believe. I think I'm going to save that for another video because it's a very interesting topic, but the sales are definitely going to go down. So they are going to have to give us these games and bring back some franchises to just make some good content for us to actually play, and for the people that don't have a Switch 2, and for them to go out and actually purchase a Switch 2. So F-Zero, I feel like, would have that pull. I feel like if they did it right, it would bring a lot of old school players back, because we haven't had an F-Zero game in a long time. Like, I think it's been over 20 years or something like that, or roughly, give or take a couple years. F-Zero game definitely has been on my wish list for quite some time now. Mario Kart World DLC. I think it's going to happen. We know it is in the works, like rumors, leaks. I'm pretty sure even Nintendo literally came out to say one time that they know how important Mario Kart World is and that they are going to give us some more content with it. So I think it quite honestly has basically been confirmed. I think this is going to be during the summertime of this year. I feel like they're going to announce it and it will be a summertime DLC, because I feel like the game is great. It's a very fun game, but it needs more to it. Like, it just needs more content and just a little bit more substance to it, almost, in my opinion. I've had a lot of fun with it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game by any means necessary. I feel like a lot of people also just want a DLC for it as well. I love Mario Kart. Always been such a fun game, and plus Mario Kart games are always those type of games that is like a must buy for any Nintendo console. Like, Mario Kart is always a go-to game, so they're just want to make this game as good as they possibly can. Minecraft Switch 2 with mouse support, I don't even think is a prediction. I think it's like 99.99% happening, because we just had Minecraft Switch 2 edition rated by ESRB. It just makes sense for it to have, you know, the mouse Joy-Con support. So I think that's going to happen. Nothing crazy. I'm sure it's going to be basically Minecraft, but with, you know, the Switch 2 Joy-Cons mouse support. I definitely think we're going to get a Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave release date. I think that's pretty safe to say that's going to happen. Same with Duskbloods. I think we're going to get some more information about the Duskbloods, because I feel like we haven't in a while now. I think we're also going to be getting another Splatoon Raiders trailer, because that game comes out very soon. I'm actually really hyped for that, and I cannot wait to see the reviews for it, because it's a different game. It's not the typical Splatoon game. It's a story-based game. It's not like a multiplayer online game, you know, like Splatoon 1 through 3. I've always been a big Splatoon guy, so I'm excited for this one, honestly. I think a big maybe is Luigi's Mansion 4, or just something with Luigi's Mansion in general, because we've had a lot of rumors. I wouldn't necessarily go as far to say leaks. I think these are just more so rumors on the internet right now for Luigi's Mansion 4, but I think it makes sense, because once again, I feel like this is just another very popular title for Nintendo, and a lot of people would probably buy Switch 2 just for a new Luigi's Mansion, or maybe a Luigi's Mansion collection or something like that. I don't know. They could do something with Luigi's Mansion. The next one is definitely a big wish list item that I do think could happen, because I'm pretty sure we saw that Nintendo were hiring people to like kind of design the UI of the Switch 2 or something like that very recently. So Switch 2 themes, I think it could happen. We haven't had themes on the Switch, and it's been driving me nuts ever since the Switch came out. I think themes are just a must. I feel like it has to happen eventually, because first of all, Nintendo would make money by having themes on their consoles, on all the Switch and the Switch 2 consoles, but specifically, they're probably going to only do it for the Switch 2. I would personally love a theme, even if it's just like changing the background color. I feel like a lot of you guys will agree with that, and personally, I have always felt like the Switch UI, the homepage, was just so lame. Like, it's just so boring. I've never liked it. Like, the first time I ever opened my Switch, you know, in 2017 or whatever, whenever I got my Switch, I just really disliked the UI. It just didn't live up to like the Nintendo typical home screen UI. So hopefully, I think we're going to get something theme park related. Maybe something at the Universal parks, maybe something for like the Kanto Park in Japan, but I definitely think something theme park related will be announced, even if it's like something very minor, like not even a whole new area. It could even be the announcement of like a new restaurant, or like limited edition, you know, items there or something. I definitely think Xenoblade is going to get some sort of special announcement here. Maybe a Wario Land game. I also think this could be a potential game that they will release. I feel like that's also a game that a lot of people have been asking for. Pokemon. Now, I think Pokemon is definitely going to get something. I definitely think we're going to get a Pokemon Champions trailer, because that game now has a release date for June, I believe, 17th of this year. So I think they're going to drop another trailer for that, which is nothing major, obviously, because the game is already out on the Switch. So it'll just be basically showing off that it's on mobile now. But I also do think it's possible to get something else Pokemon related. I think we could get maybe another classic game announced, or I also do think it could be a Winds and Waves trailer number 2, although I'm not certain with that, because I know we've had a lot of rumors of us not getting any more announcements for that game this year, but I think it's very possible, especially since Nintendo seems like they're trying to trick us right now, and it seems like they're really trying to do random things so people cannot predict or leak, you know, their plans. So I think it's possible. A classic Metroid game, I definitely do think is possible. We just had Metroid Prime 4. A lot of people did not like it at all. So I think that they will be doing some sort of classic Metroid game. I do also really hope for a Smash Bros. Game. This is something that I do think is going to happen eventually on the Switch too, but I don't know when. I would absolutely love to have it sooner than later. So I think this could be maybe one of those titles that they're going to say, we're working on this, and they won't show us anything, or who knows, maybe they have it completed. Maybe they're going to ask it to release maybe next year, or even, could you imagine, 2028? And another game that's along the exact same kind of concept and idea of that is Animal Crossing. I would be totally fine if we did not get an Animal Crossing announcement, but I think it's possible, definitely possible. My theory with the next Animal Crossing game is that it's probably more than likely just gonna be after the Switch 2 has been out for a couple of years, like maybe 3 to 4 years. Those are two system sellers. Smash Bros. And Animal Crossing, those would sell tons of consoles. So I think they're going to do them eventually. I just don't know if they're going to do them yet. I also think Rhythm Heaven Groove is going to get some sort of trailer announcement during this direct, but let me know your thoughts and let me know if I missed anything. I want to know all your theories and all your thoughts. Like, even the crazy stuff, even the things you just think will happen. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.